User left your channel. User joined your channel.
I'm bringing a second.
Oh no.
I thought I'd bring a second Land Rover just in case, because I know there's one there.
User
Actually, no,
left
we're
your
not even gonna
channel.
be here.
Yeah, I moved the Land Rover here, so now there's no one in the tent.
Nice. Let's see.
Oh yeah, Billy, I was saying I might as well just use the helicopter as it is right now. It's gonna be more difficult when it comes to like quick landing, but then again, it's not really necessary with the Apache.
Okay.
So I might as well just get used to it because I'm getting more and more used to it, and I assume that's close to how we'll fly in DCS as well, isn't it?
Kind of, but not really, but kind of. DCS will be
Yeah.
more refined than it is right now. Like, it's supposed to fly like that, but it'll be more refined in DCS.
Okay.
Or actually, maybe even a lot harder in DCS, who knows. Anyways.
Check.
Lovely.
Grim Howl, turning to 4.5.
User
30.
joined your channel.
Okay, so, for tonight, so the infantry, if you open your maps, you will see that the infantry are currently doing their challenges. So with that, we have been told explicitly not to fly at the finish line. That's
The
about
finish
it.
line.
Yeah.
Oh, that's C12 finish. Or maybe
No.
look here, or maybe look here.
Yeah, I don't know. Whatever their finish line is. Basically, we'll just keep out of this area.
Okay.
Just keep away from that south bit. So we pretty much have got free liberty on the rest of it. It is what it is. So, but what we're gonna do today, let's start off with Jammer.
Hello.
It's been a while. You wanna do airfield markings?
Oof.
Let's see how much. Let's see if you remember them, or there has to be some reminders.
Did I do Saber?
Yeah, sure.
Wait, so how did the other one then?
Yeah, you do Vero. What we're at right now.
Remember really keybinds for everything. Okay, there we go.
User joined your channel.
You know what? We'll do C-17 training altogether at the beginning. Why not?
User joined your channel.
And inside channel or global?
Global.
User joined your channel.
I have
User left
found
your channel.
why we keep deleting stuff.
User
Why?
joined your channel.
Somebody keeps joining.
And because if I want to find out what the the direction of the runways are, what's
User
the key
joined your
binding for
channel.
that? Using compass. It's the same one as deleting a marker.
User left your channel.
That's probably why we keep deleting circles.
It shouldn't, because it still deletes itself even without knowing the compass.
Okay. Okay, there we go.
User
I
left your
might as
channel.
well just alpha. Do, even though it's not really labor operates.
User joined your channel. User joined your
What's the
channel.
bind to make it so I can make the...
Control Alt left click.
Thank you.
No problem.
Oh, it's changed a little bit. Oh no, I think it's just that one.
Oh, I was just about to say we have no headless clients, but they're connecting right now.
User joined your channel. User left your channel.
What is in the wrong slot?
Me?
No, Mortis. Anyways,
User left your
let's see.
channel.
Perfect, cool.
Were you talking to me there? What's it?
No,
the
no,
wrong
no, no.
spot?
I'm just reading something from the side.
Okay.
User joined your channel.
Yeah, let me just quickly.
User joined your channel.
I think
User
that's
joined your
everything.
channel.
Alright. Let me have a look in a second.
Standing by.
What's our short range frequency again?
Oh no, is that an actual question? 95.8.
Thank you.
Radio check.
Oh, we driving.
Long range radio check.
User
Yes,
joined
that
your
was
channel.
30, I believe.
That
Yep.
was, yes.
And the radio check for mainnet to ground.
Radio check.
User
Yeah.
left your channel.
Unregistered call sign.
Sorry, was that?
I said unregistered call sign.
User
We
joined
know
your channel.
no one by the
Oh,
name of Gemma.
Somebody, what did Lewis?
User left your channel. User joined your channel.
Kronk.
User joined your channel.
He asked me, or hold on. I saw something inside involving Pelly. I didn't see where it was. Oh well.
This. Is that new?
There's one new.
The big one. Far left.
Oh, that's the C17.
I guess because we
Don't really use it,
User
do we?
joined your channel. User joined your
Alright.
channel.
Ow!
User
So-
joined your channel. Hey, wake up.
Oh, what's that? I've been poked. What was poking? Can you help Mortis with his issue?
We don't use this one
User
that much,
left
do we?
your
Because there
channel.
was an issue with this.
You can't help Mortis with the issue because you have training.
Where is he?
Oh, no.
1 second. I'll be right back. I'll be right back.
User joined your channel.
Oh no! Please don't. I almost crashed. Almost crashed. Lovely.
No.
I'll be back in a bit.
User joined your channel.
Oh no.
Yeah, because I have to alt tab because people poke me
User
constantly.
left your channel.
Yeah. Oh no, actually, no, it's fine. It's fine. Let's actually go
Would
back.
you,
It
would you
recovered.
prefer to know that I have Belgian beer right here?
Possibly would, but yeah, just give me 1 second. Let me find. I have to teleport myself to them. So yeah, be right back.
Fuck.
User
Where's
joined your channel.
Lewis?
I need to touch you longer.
Lewis?
Yeah.
Help Mortis with what? I don't know where he is.
He's
he-
just deceived because he keeps to him it looks like he's swimming, but to everyone else he's fucking rubber banding up and down, 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 rapid.
Oh, I know exactly what this problem is. I think he loaded the wrong map. Oh, he doesn't have a mod ticked.
Fair one.
Okay, let me find him. Actually, it's DC. Let me quickly Alt-Tab.
Channel switched.
Don't tell me I fucking.
Hello. Mortis, can you hear me?
And yes.
By chance, do you have one of the 6 home rotation mods unticked? That would be specifically
He has not
Warfare.
got warfare.
Yeah.
I didn't have
We are
warfare
already
ticked.
aware.
So
Oh, okay.
I've just ticked
Lancaster
that
has
one.
just confirmed it.
And
Alright.
I'll see if that fixes. Also,
Ah, right, okay. Pelly, Lancaster can't hear you because you're also in game.
Yes, I'm aware.
Yeah, that's why that's fucking up.
I'll see if I can fix it. If not, I'll give you a whisper.
It should be
Hello?
just ticking of it. If not, start downloading the Steam version of it, of VT7.
Gotcha.
User left your channel.
I'm special, okay.
I can't tell what happened.
He's born in there.
Lancaster is being Lancaster.
Okay. Okay, but yeah, pretty much if you don't have it already installed, start installing the Steam version and give me a shout when you're done. I have to head back in.
It's installed, I just didn't take it, but
Oh, okay, then you're good. That's
yeah,
pretty much the problem.
It,
You're
it
good.
should be fine. I'll see if it works.
Channel switched. Channel switched.
Yep, sorted. Mong forgot
All
to take
good.
his mods.
Oh, bloody hell.
So, yeah. What are the numbers for these phones?
We can't sit down anymore, can we?
No, ever since Ace updated, the Ace sitting broke, so we're waiting for the next update to hopefully fix that, or I might try and work on a solution.
Bastards.
Yeah, hold on a second. This phone number is 123, okay.
All stations 10, ready, Jack, over.
110, okay. Cool.
User left your channel.
I don't stand up.
10, okay, out.
Okay, there we go.
User joined your channel.
Let me see what else do I have to do. Alright, I think that's everything. I'll head back to our guys for training.
No worries.
We're in our final form. Evolved. We are
It was just bugs where it wasn't working.
User joined your channel.
Alright, so, sorted out.
User left your channel.
Just,
User joined
somebody
your
forgot to
channel.
tick
User joined your
the
channel.
mod for warfare maps, whatever. Anyways,
What have I done?
I don't know. I don't know why they didn't tick it. Anyways,
Was it just coin maps we don't have ticked?
no.
I
So
have
basically,
both now.
yeah, you just have both ticked all the time. Basically, it's just you can have one at tick, but the thing is, you have to know which map you're gonna play on for the night. So, for example, VT7 is in warfare maps, and Chinaris, no, not Chinaris, Takistan is on coin maps.
Okay. I
User
don't have
joined your
coin
channel.
on at the moment. I'll
You
turn
mean
it on
Syria
tonight.
map?
You probably have to download it, but now it's fine. But just for future, just have them all ticked, and it will save you a world of hassle in the future.
Oh, okay, okay.
User left your channel.
Okay, so for today we're gonna do a little bit of introducing to this fixed-wing aircraft, the C-17 Globemaster III, which is pretty much our heaviest / largest tactical transport aircraft. So if we walk up to it, let's just.
Bug the aircraft.
So this is one of the few aircrafts where literally
So
walking
big,
into it is the
bro.
main thing that you need to do. So, for example, Hendrix, you want to open the boarding door?
Open boarding door.
And then, yeah, feel free to walk in.
Well, you can walk in.
Yeah. And I'm getting a text message.
I missed.
You
Always
missed the
do a
stairs.
text
You can walk
message,
upstairs
yeah.
if you can walk upstairs if you want.
Shit, okay. Oh.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking cool. Go ahead. Where's the toilet?
Tag is supposed to be downstairs.
Bit
It's
of a
supposed to be
text
down
message,
this
yeah.
area, but anyway, I know, but it's not really a big deal. It's just a yes, it's
User
pure.
left
It's
your
blinding
channel.
white, but it is what it is. And obviously, you can also open the rear hatch if you'd like. Who's messaging me on? Why am I being messaged? No, really, he needs mod assistance. Who needs? Please help the guy see he needs. Ah, God. Mod assistance again.
User
Okay.
disconnected from your channel.
Can you just tell him no? I'm training right now.
So, are you able to drive a vehicle into the back and it'll stay there?
No, you don't drive them in. It's still it's not.
Still
You
the-
don't
oh,
use
okay.
you don't use select loading target on this one. It has its own system, which we'll come to in just a second. But go ahead and open the ramp fully, actually, instead of half.
Yeah, I did half before.
Yeah. Okay. Let me go and quickly
go and open.
help this person. But for now,
No.
what I will ask you guys to do is to buy time. Could you, Hendrix, drive Jammer over with the Land Rover, grab the
User
second
joined
Land
your
Rover and bring
channel.
them back? Like, bring all 3 Land Rovers however you can.
Yeah. How do we tow stuff again?
I don't think you can tow, but just basically take him there, grab or a truck or whatever. Just grab like 3 vehicles, and just bring them to the back of the C-17. And I'll be right back.
Oh shit.
User joined your channel. Channel switched.
Hello?
Hello.
Also, Trembless needs help. Okay. Am I the only one on Reme duty?
Spittle came down and said make sure I've got my warfare maps ticked, which I do.
Okay. What's the error say?
It literally, I get into the server, I hear channel switched, and then channel switched, and ARMA just crashes. Like, it doesn't even take me back to an error screen or anything, just completely closes the entire game.
Right, okay. Send me a screenshot of your ARMA 3 sync launcher options, please.
Yeah, sure. Give me a second. Once ARMA itself starts load, finish loading on tab. Hey, Discord. What?
Alright, while you gave me a screenshot, I'm quickly going to hop up to Tremblets.
Okay.
Channel switched.
Hello. We meet again.
Hello. Yes, same issues. I'm
Same
validating game files because for some reason, after I did it last time, it worked.
Okay, so you're just going to give it a crack and then do that?
Even though it said everything was fine,
Mm-hmm.
I validated it, gave it one more blind shot, and it worked.
Alright,
How I
so
got in the second time.
we'll do that again, and then if that still doesn't work, we'll try again with the mod load order, because that seems to be affecting it, and after that I have one last thing to try.
Which is?
When you launch the game in ARMA 3 Sync, try ticking malloc, which is set system memory allocated. Just don't click anything in the drop down, just have it ticked.
Just have it
Yeah.
ticked. All right, well, give it 5 or 10 minutes for
User
Armor
was
to
moved to your channel.
finish validating the gassy.
Hello.
Are you having armor issues as well?
Yes.
Different
Yes,
issues.
lovely. Oh, okay, fair enough. I thought someone
And
was burdened with my curse.
Apparently, I'm the only. Why am I the one in Remy doing this tonight? Like, where's everyone else?
I'm fucking twiddling my thumbs, I think.
I'm the one who's actually doing proper training tonight. These guys are basically just running through a challenges course.
Yeah,
Okay.
fun times.
All right. So I'm still waiting. So the guy says, as soon as you can send me a screenshot, that will let me know what to do next.
Just. There you go.
Okay. The launcher options is what I'm looking for, not the add-ons.
The launcher options.
You can have coin maps also ticked just as well, just in case. There's something that's been put in there by mistake and it requires it, but just, yeah. So have just coin maps ticked and then launcher options screenshot. Okay. Right, so do me a favor, actually, why don't you also try this? No, but you haven't been having this problem, so I think that wouldn't work for you. Let's see.
Who are you talking to about this?
Degassi.
Okay.
Yeah, let's see. Degassi.
Hello.
Could you try? Is your game running right now?
Yes.
Okay, just still try it one more time. Just see if you get in, if it still has the same issue. If not, I want you to just load vanilla ARMA up. No mods, no nothing, and then just basically try and join a random server first, because I want to make sure it's ARMA being the problem.
Okay. I'll join my Jones Thomas and Smith private server because that has no mods on it.
Okay.
So recently I've done.
If this doesn't work. Because I get in just fine. It's just when it starts loading the map, it crashes. So I get to the end where I switch channels and then I switch back and crash.
Yeah.
Okay, right. Hello. I found that type in.
What I want to make sure it's not the vanilla game, because if it's the vanilla game being the problem, it's just a simple validation of cache. If it's not the vanilla game, it's either add-on priority or a system memory allocation problem, which I'm trying to narrow down first.
Yeah.
Click that.
User left your channel.
Okay.
Oh, well, guess he got in?
No, he's been having a problem. He's gonna come back in a second, or he's gonna stay in permanently.
Oh, okay. Lovely. Yeah, fun times. 76% of the way.
It looks like he's stuck in, so maybe he's fine. So I'm gonna quickly jump in, unless he jumps back out. So, again, so the two methods I've said for you is basically you've done this, you're gonna try one more time. If it doesn't work, try ticking malloc on the ARMA 3 sync launcher options.
If that don't work,
if that doesn't work, give me a poke, and
Yep.
I'll come and see what else I can do.
Rog.
Okay.
Channel switched.
Hey, Billy.
Hello. Okay.
We did the thing.
Which thing?
We loaded it.
Using how did you load them in? Using the
load USAF on the back.
Okay, perfect. And then I just basically went in very slowly because server.
Then we
Yeah,
attempted
and the
because
plane keeps fucking wiggling. So
no, the only
we
reason
didn't almost break it. Totally not.
realized
What do
you
you
can
mean?
also get in the vehicles while you're inside of them, and then
Yeah.
we tried driving one out, and it kind of glitched half and span around nearly, so we jumped out and unloaded it before it blew up.
Ah, jeez, I leave pilots alone for just 2 minutes. So
Well, you need to know the boundaries.
You need to test these things before it happens in a live operation.
It's all tested and it's armor. If you try to do anything beyond what it's limiting you, you're gonna most likely end up blowing up. That's just a good rule to remember. If it seems too good to be true, it is too good to be true.
Yeah,
Would have been cool if we could drive them out
You
of the
wanted
plane.
free thinkers, people who would go to the absolute limit, and that's why you got us. Okay, I'll just shut up.
Okay.
Where did he go?
He went in the aircraft.
Oh, that's what.
Right and back. But anyways,
looks dodgy.
anyways, so yeah, okay. So pretty much that's the loading system of the aircraft, and then basically because you use the unload, you see it has the unload cargo. If you unload on the ground right now, it would just basically do the same thing and come out the way it went in. But if you do it in the air, it unloads individually one by one. So unlike the loading system on, say, the C-130 and you press unload all vehicles, it basically takes out all vehicles at an interval of 5 seconds or 3 seconds per vehicle unloading. This one, it's individually clicks per vehicle. So basically, if you had, say, FSG's vehicles at the back, the most further out one, then you had infantry vehicles at the inside, you could essentially tactically drop them as needed rather than all in one bunch.
Yeah, that's cool.
There is a way that we can now do it in the C-130 as well, but I haven't taught you guys that because the mod has been put in by Ancona, and I don't know if we're keeping it. So if we're keeping it, then I'll go for it and we'll do that as a teaching in the future for the C-130 as well. But basically what at least this allows is that with unloadable vehicles, only the pilot could do it. This one, the co-pilot or any other important crew station can unload the vehicles as well, leaving the pilot to focus mainly on the flying. Which is the important bit with the C-17 is because handling characteristics are sluggish, and if you get into a stall, it's almost impossible to recover it because ARMA's flight physics were not really built to encounter an aircraft of this size in the game. Any questions so far?
No.
Alright, so main things to remember when flying this aircraft. Flies just like a C-130 except for the key differences being that the flaps are more powerful, so they'll slow you down quite a lot quicker. Reverse thrust is available to you. Do not use reverse thrust on the ground because there's a slight chance you could tip the aircraft on its tail, and of course that will cause a blow up because again, size of aircraft. But you can use it to help you.
Brake.
You can use it to brake, but again, if you go sideways, you'll damage the aircraft. Those rules still apply. But you can definitely use reverse thrust for braking. It's just you can use reverse thrust up until you come to a full stop. But you want to try and avoid using it in reverse, especially on essentially asphalt or tarmac that doesn't look like it fits on the scenery. So for example, this has all been put in on the template versus the taxiway over there. You could use reverse thrust to reverse there, and you should be fine for the most part, but here, I wouldn't use it.
Okay.
Just a shitty fucking tarmac, or what?
Because it's been put down in template, it's not actually part of the map. So sometimes aircraft think of this as still being grass and not proper tarmac. So
that explains so much.
Yeah.
Okay. So how many people to fit in the C-17?
C-17, we should be able to fit 55 people plus vehicles.
Yeah, 3 vehicles then if you have normal size.
3 vehicles, you can maybe fit 4 if it's Land Rovers.
Which it is right now, but I don't think we can fit 4, right?
Yeah, you can fit 4, technically, if it's Land Rovers. Unless they've readjusted the size of the interior, but we used to be able to do 4 as Land Rovers only. Okay. Back to the rules of flying this thing. So basically, that's what for landing. The major speed to remember with this thing is 200 kilometers per hour. You do not want to go below 200 kilometers per hour. The reason for that is because if you perhaps end up at 200 kilometers per hour and you go below it by mistake, that 200 kilometers per hour gives you enough of a safety buffer to essentially go full power and get yourself back into the safety regime of the flight.
Okay.
As this thing, it has quite a high stall speed, so you will stall at higher speeds, and also once you get into a stall with this aircraft, recovering from it can sometimes be impossible. So you want to basically avoid getting into a stall in the first place. Yeah, turning with the aircraft as well, you want to make sure you are not losing speed in the turn because it is quite easy to inadvertently get yourself into a stall in a turn as well, or what's known as an accelerated stall, where basically you're turning and the speed is all of a sudden reducing, once you lose too much speed, essentially the problem with this aircraft is the tail. Right? John, you there? Or are you writing it down? Yeah. So if you look at the tail, it is what we call a T-tail, meaning it's at the top of it, and if you look at it from a front-on view or back-on view, it looks like a T shape, right? The problem with T-tail aircraft is that if you get in a stall, the wings, I'd have to find a way to draw this out, but essentially, the wings block the airflow from touching that, meaning your only way to recover it, like basically push the nose over, is now ineffective. And this is the only bit of aerodynamics I'll ever teach you in ARMA. It's just for this aircraft specifically. So if you get in a stall in this aircraft, recovering from it is almost impossible unless you have enough time and altitude. Eventually the nose will just tip over, but the problem is if you're close to the ground, you don't have enough time to do that.
Yeah.
Also, there is such thing called as a deep stall, which I won't go into the details of, but this aircraft can also go into that as well. And it means even if you have altitude and time, the aircraft is not recovering.
Okay. So why would they make an aircraft like that if that's such a? I mean, realistically, the chances of it probably happening are very low. But why would they make it so it can't recover?
Right.
Just ARMA.
No. So the reason why this is also like this is a thing of real world aircraft as well, and it's actually pretty similar on this aircraft. The reason why they make an aircraft of this with this type of tail design is for the efficiency benefits outweigh the negatives. And as long as you stay within the safe regime, this aircraft is well more efficient than that.
Okay. Question.
Yeah.
What's the ugly grid?
That's just the metal riveting pattern of the texture.
Why is it glowy?
Glowy?
Yeah, like the green. Why is it green, the grid?
Widescreen, I probably cannot answer that. It's just this aircraft is an old texture. I'm supposed to update in the future at some point, but for now it's just like it serves the purpose and it looks like a C-17.
Okay.
But technically underneath every single paint of every aircraft, it is kind of that disgusting green color.
Wireframe, that was the word I was looking for. It looks like the wireframe is still on. Sorry.
So yeah, that is that. With this aircraft, we do not also fly in the pattern with this aircraft because it just cannot maintain the radius of turn needed. So C-17 pilots do not end up doing the patterns. They more just fly out. And if they have to do a pattern, they do a spiral above the airfield, eventually coming down from a much higher altitude.
Okay.
Which we can practice because that is the tactical landing for the C-17, which we'll do in the future. For now, I'm going to probably have to demonstrate this and just get in the palace here and demonstrate
Mirror on the wall.
Yes.
What's the takeoff landing speed of this?
It's 200.
As well.
Also, okay. Yeah.
Yes. Takeoff landing is 200. You don't want to go below 200. You can take off at a higher speed than 200. Obviously, you don't go 250 because then at that point, ARMA thinks the aircraft is going too fast and counts it as damage. So, I mean, it's very 50-50 on it. And then for landing, definitely do not go below 200, and stalling speed not below 200. Oh, Tremlet's connecting. Lovely. So, yeah. Oh, he's disconnected. Okay. I'll wait and see if he pokes me. So, for now, I'm just going to do a quick demonstration flight for what is expected for you over the night. And then afterwards, I'll hand it over for you guys to have some practice. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay, so let us go
wake
overboard. And I've been poked. 1 second.
No! Let's just take off.
Give me
No, I'm joking.
Yeah, 1 second. I'll be right back again.
Okay.
Channel switched.
Nothing worked.
Neither worked. Malcock
Right.
didn't work. The add-on priorities not worked.
Okay. Hold on. Is your battle eye no, but battle eye shouldn't be a thing that affects it.
Battle eye shouldn't be a thing.
I'm a bit stumped. I don't really know at this point.
Me neither. We've tried everything.
I mean, all I can say is just at the moment, keep trying. Eventually, it will probably just let you in like last time. But at the moment, I can't figure out anything because I'm focused on the training lesson.
Is it even fucking worth it?
Channel switched.
Hello.
Channel switched.
Is it what?
I was gonna say, is it even fucking worth it?
For trying to get in?
Just keep trying because nothing's working.
Yeah.
We only get in through blind luck, and even then, that's a shot in the dark.
I need to find out what's causing the get in versus not get in, because that's something I have to now talk with Inco about, because it's not your end.
No, it's not.
So
that's why I think just doing a full install is it's not gonna help, or a
No.
full reinstall is not gonna help.
No, I definitely do not do a full reinstall because you're getting in fine with the way it is.
Sometimes,
so,
yeah.
What I will say, for now, like for tonight, I'd have to say just keep trying, until you feel like giving up. Then fair enough.
I'll go till 9. I'll keep fucking with it, but once it gets to 9, I'm just gonna.
The only thing I can think of is
do.
maybe, I don't know if like antivirus or firewall is like blocking something for the talking with the server or not.
I think it is.
Maybe it's just
I tried that. First time I was having this issues, I disabled my antivirus and my firewall. Nothing. The same issue. That was the first thing I think one of the guys in 1-2 suggested.
I mean,
I think
might
it was
be
either
worth
Smith or Jones.
Might be worth a try still again.
Yeah, I'll give it a shot now, but.
Or you see the IP in do you see the IP in TeamSpeak?
Stand by.
At the top, on the very top channel. The IP address.
I've lost it. Hold on.
Top channel in
User
TeamSpeak.
left your channel.
And then basically it's just in the description of it.
94.130 point. Yeah, that one.
So that one. What I want you to do is like try and I don't know if there's a way like you try and like Google how to see if you can ping that IP, so that basically it sees if your internet accepts the connection to that in the first place. If it doesn't, then now we have a bit more of an idea. But for now, I have to head in quickly.
Yeah, CMD.
Channel switched.
All right, let's go.
Yeah,
jeez. So let's go, and then afterwards I'll leave you guys practicing.
How many co-pilot seats is there? Just one.
Let's see. You can get in the right and back, or one of you can get in the right and back.
I guess co-pilot wasn't taken yet.
Nope, I'm in the back.
All right. So just like this, you just have to look from the exterior, unfortunately, for what's happening. So for now, I'm just gonna quickly just go. I can't believe we changed the call sign to this. Apollo 11 spooling.
Who?
Apollo.
Oh. Right, okay.
Okay, so if you guys can hear me, basically turning on this thing is not that doesn't have the greatest turning circle, but it has a towing capability, so for reversing and all that, I really suggest using towing rather than reverse thrust. And just position the aircraft, just use reverse thrust. Use the towing. It'll be just much safer for exploding reasons and all that. Another thing is that also landing this aircraft hard will mean that your character gets damaged. So you also want to land this as soft as possible, which is another thing to keep in mind. But for now, let's just focus on takeoff, and I'll just show you a quick example of a stall and a recovery from it if you get into one by mistake.
Are the 2 seats behind the pilot and co-pilot seat not usable then?
No, not in this model. The USAF guys didn't model it.
That's a shame.
Yeah, so on complete right rudder turning, it still turns like a bit of a cow.
Feels so big in this cockpit.
Oh, they loaded something. Loaded and made a bit of lag. Also,
Yeah.
Scrapper's having a disconnect. I'll also go help him afterwards, I guess. So yeah, just 1 or 2 flaps for takeoff. Overshot the turning a little bit, but it's fine.
Is this the radar always on?
It doesn't have a radar.
It does show a blue dotted line.
Yeah, so the blue dot, so remember the radar is more of a fixed light blue. This is more of a darker blue, which is just a bit different, but it doesn't have the radar sensor. What it has is that that's its receiver, essentially.
Okay. Yeah.
Let me just get that back up. And it only goes up to 4 kilometers anyway, so it doesn't have a radar on this aircraft. So basically, on this aircraft, it's just going to 200. If you really on runways when you're flying with this aircraft, I really recommend picking a point. Like, say if you reach halfway down the runway and you're not already at 150 kilometers per hour, just abort it because you're not going to take off. That's just a good way to look at it.
Can you
until
still
get
land at that point?
Oh, yeah,
Sorry, brake.
Yeah, you can still brake. Just you might need to use reverse thrust, but you can still brake. So, anyways, let me just do a takeoff. So this point 150, we're still good on speed, 200, and I'm just going to bring it gently backwards, and it still takes a while for it to even lift up the nose. I'm already at 250 even. Gear goes up, flaps go up, I'm bringing the power back. And basically exit through wild, because you don't want to try and risk any other turning, because turning it's still very sluggish. Why are the flaps at full? Okay. So, I'm just going to do a left turn because the infantry are that side. Now, if I turn at basically normal power, so say you normally would leave the power at like 60%, then you try to do a turn. I'm doing the turn with both rudder and pulling back, because otherwise it just doesn't want to turn. And if you turn hard enough, the speed will start to drop off, so you want to always be careful about watching your speed on this aircraft. So let's gain some altitude and do a quick stall. So far, any questions or anything that you see that's off or that's come to your mind about the aircraft?
It's just the one of the icons on the left top, a truck with the orange truck with like a dash through it.
Yeah.
What does it mean?
That is it means that there's cargo on board the aircraft, like in the back. The dash through it means you cannot drop it, because right now the door is closed. So this aircraft takes into account the rear ramp being open. So that's another thing you have to be aware of when you're planning to do drops. So how long it takes the ramp to open up.
Does it need to be open fully or just half?
It needs to be open half.
Okay. It can do both, or it actually needs to be half?
No, they wouldn't do fully open, because otherwise in the real aircraft it would cause aerodynamic problems.
Okay, understood.
Alright, so then, for now, basically we're at safe enough altitude. Still, I'd prefer to be a lot higher than this. But anyways. So let's just say you were not watching your speed, all of a sudden the aircraft really started to have a problem. And it's just like you're not watching your speed, you're just pulling back a bit. Let's go all the way to a stall. And then we can see the proper stalling speed of the aircraft. At this point, you probably start your recovery here. At this point, we're not yet stalling.
Climbing.
Yep. And at this point, we're stalled. The aircraft is not recovering. So at this point, you have almost no effectiveness. I'm just going to let the aircraft's nose drop, because that's essentially what you do if you have altitude. I'm not touching the controls. The aircraft's nose will just drop. It will increase speed. Once it's white again, add power, and then slowly recover to above 200.
Okay.
Now, let's do the one which is the scary one, which is the one that almost makes it impossible to recover, which is, say you're turning, but you didn't think about adding rudder in, and then now the nose is still going up. So you see we're turning left, but we're sliding sideways. Now, if we stall like this is the one that's very dangerous. That's if I try to push full down, almost nothing's happening, and we're stalling. So even if you add power, almost nothing is happening to it, and we're just going to lose altitude and speed.
Okay.
Now, if you're close to the ground, you might panic a little bit and think of pulling up because you want to avoid the trees. Pulling up in that scenario would aggravate it more, and you'd start falling to the ground even faster. So you have to basically do what's the opposite of what your instincts would tell you, which is basically push the nose towards the trees.
Okay.
Any questions on that so far?
No.
Alright. So yeah, and essentially in these essentially high max turn rates, I'd literally dip the nose almost downwards when I'm pulling up, and left rudder. So you want to be turning with rudder and power at the same time.
I think it looks like such a beast to fly.
So yeah, and then last but not least, the tactical bit for the landing, because let's just do that for the sake of showing you that. You guys don't have to, you can just come straight in through final. But I would say, for example, Apollo 1-1 coming through Gandalf for tactical landing overhead. The C-130 can do the same thing, but we normally don't have to because its slow flight speed is really good.
Okay.
So I'm gonna come in through Gandalf, overfly the field, and then just go straight down. And then gears coming down. Roger. Co-pilot's really helpful. If you see the pilot is losing speed, it's always good to remind him about it.
Yeah, it was also a mental note for myself, like you're at 250 when you like overhead of the airfield. You were at 600 meters as well.
Yep.
This thing is a bitch in third-person camera. Like, keep moving my camera to different angles.
Also, the back the back wheels, it looks like they aren't low enough.
It should be low enough. Oh boy, and I made a mistake. See, and immediately going to go around, and the flap's going back up because that was a mistake right there. Just continue straight off in your path and recovery. So somebody poked me on final, which is not helpful when I'm trying to focus on landing. So yeah, apologies. The camera looking around is basically my looking around, and that's forcing you guys to look around, unfortunately.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm gonna try that once more because if I can't do it, because I've also flown this thing in a long time, and it was able to do it last time. But if it can't do it now, then we just complete off that maneuver.
You can make it work.
Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Let's try again with Gandalf.
Altitude low. Oh, there we go.
600. Okay. Let's keep the speed a bit higher this time as we're doing it.
Yeah.
Maybe a bit 250 was a bit too slow. Just on
500 meters.
Okay. Yes.
Nearing 300.
Roger. There we go. Okay, and let's take it out as far as we can.
Which has speeds below 250 again.
Yep. I'm gonna be changing power the whole time.
User left your channel.
What a shitty angle. Like what a cunt plane to fly. By the looks of it. You doing this in first person?
Yep.
Okay.
That's a bit off-centered, but it's fine. We have plenty of runway. Bit slow. Yeah,
Oh, ouch.
See, even if you land it softly, you still get damage. So that's why I'm saying, like, you have to really land it really softly.
Okay.
My legs.
Yeah.
I think I'll focus on the long final landing first.
Yeah, for now, just keep the long final. But I'm just saying, like, if you really wanted to, like, see how far you could push it, you can try that approach.
Okay.
If you want to, you can do it on the C-130 first before you try it on this thing. But essentially, that aircraft, that's supposed to be made for tactical transport. So imagine that there's the reason why you do that kind of approach is imagine there's AA nets nearby the airfield. So you come in really high above the airfield and then you circle around the airfield to get back down in altitude. And that way you have to avoid the whole long final shenanigans.
Cool.
Obviously we don't have to do that in a jet because the jet would take out the AA before it even landed. But yeah. For these guys, say that we have to do a power drop. We went in, flew low under the radar, but because for landing we have to be kind of slow on the approach, we can essentially do it over the airfield, which is counted as safe airspace. So yeah.
Action speed, baby.
I'm just trying to get it done fast.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys can have to practice and I can go see whoever's poking me. The wing is not going to do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are we getting 2 planes?
Yeah, if you guys want to practice individually and just see one by one. It's okay if you crash it because at least I've told you about the actual problems with flying this thing, but I want you also to experience, like, try going into a stall at a higher altitude and then giving yourself time to recover. Now, there will be a stall that you might enter and you'll be like, oh, I can't recover from this. That will also serve as a memory for, like, never do this type of maneuver on this aircraft then.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
So essentially, as long as you just stay away from the southern bit, and just have fun playing around with the aircraft. So pretty much just let's hop out. And I'll give us all heals. Okay. And
fuel traffic. Forgot the name 11, just put it up.
Apollo.
That's it.
I don't know if you want to do it with the vehicles in the back because it might affect your ability to fly it.
I'll learn.
Alright.
Is it okay if I drop them then, later on?
Is that our land over?
Yeah, top 3.
Okay, sure, feel free, I guess. But drop it over the taxiway at least, or over the grass in the middle of the airfield.
Yeah, that was my plan.
Alright, Gemma, you got your airframe behind you?
Fuel traffic. I think you just killed Pelly.
Oh, really?
What, me?
Yeah, you ran.
Yeah. I know, he's alive.
You really ran me over.
I forgot the name of it again. Is it Atlas?
Apollo.
Apollo. Yeah, Apollo 11 taxiing to Alpha 1.
Yeah, traffic, this is Atlas 12 spinning up.
I literally just said the call sign. Apollo. Well, not Atlas anymore.
Oh, sorry. Clear traffic, Apollo 11 taking off runway 15.
I'll be right back. Try not to crash until I get back.
No, I don't mean dark. I mean just mean normal
Alright,
shit. You're right, Chief. How you doing?
now I've got some more. I got some more time. I've already given my guys a task to practice a bit.
Lovely. Is it not crash?
Partially. I mean, they have to do training. Obviously, I hope they don't crash. Alright.
Alright, give us the full 1-1. What you got?
Okay, so can't get into the loading screen. So that doesn't. So it's not working there. Let me quickly just check something in Google because I think I remember seeing that somewhere in like a forum. So it might be a fix I remember. So
Yeah, Rog. I've looked online for it, and I just can't. It's all the ones that I've come across just says it's a server side issue.
yeah, I'm trying to see if there's like a way because you've been able to get in momentarily.
Either it works or it doesn't. It's either an open door or a slap in the face. There's none in between.
Mm-hmm. Which is the annoying bit.
Yes, it is slightly concerning.
The thing is, the problem is like it keeps the only information you get online about is the server loading screen issue, but you don't have a server loading screen issue because you can't even get to the loading screen.
Yeah.
Hey, what's internet when I is of the loading add-ons? It's go to that it may go to step 4 for ARMA proper local files, which means go to step properties. You will go to local files. You will go to browse local files, which means that it's gonna put you in here. You're gonna close the file and think that help channel is linked out.
Okay, how about I just want to try. This might be just a little dumb thing to try because why not?
Mm-hmm.
So your game executable at the bottom of ARMA 3, at the bottom of add-on launcher of the launch options.
Yeah.
Try going for the one without I know it's without. I know it's not the 32. It's not the 64-bit one, but try going for the 32-bit one. Just see if that even gets you in the first place.
I don't. What? So just.
So basically, where it says select your executable location.
Yeah. So just arma3.exe.
Yeah.
Okay. Starting game.
And give that one a try.
I guarantee this is going to work. Then when it comes to next week, it's not going to work. If this does work, it's not going to work next week.
But if it does work, the problem is that if the server mission gets too heavy, you'll crash out because 32-bit programs are limited to only 4 gigs of RAM.
Lovely.
So it means you'll get in, but if too many things get put down, your computer will be like, no, chief.
Buy 64. You buy 64 gigs of RAM. You can use 4 of it. Lovely.
Just
things you'd like to see.
Just 32-bit programs problems.
And why would it be a 64-bit issue?
Because ARMA 3 was initially built on a 32-bit platform, so it's been converted to 64 gigs, but the problem is not everything still properly works.
But why would this be an issue now and not the last 3 or 4 years I've had the game?
That's a very good question.
On God knows how many units, on God knows how many servers and independent servers that I play with mates. This is the first time it's happening.
One of my pilots just messaged me on Steam. I have to go and check. I'll be right back.
Channel switched.
Where? Hendrix?
Yeah.
What happened?
I was looking back at how I misplaced the vehicles, and I didn't notice how it went into a stall, and then there was no way recovering this bitch at all. So I learned.
You've learned about the stall recovery thing and why focus on the plane more than anything else.
Yeah, sorry, Gemma. I think I placed the vehicles on the runway where Gemma was gonna land. So I'm sorry, Gemma.
Don't worry, I've moved them off the runway.
Can it be was either damage or the vehicle was making sure it kept turning to the left slightly?
Sorry, what?
I mean, it kept turning slightly to the left at all times, and can you
User
TP me
joined your
back?
channel.
Yeah, I'll TP you. There you go. Have another crack at it. Jam, a good approach. You still had time to correct a little bit, so just go ahead and keep trying on that landing. I'd prefer you guys be able to land it smoothly, even if it's not the best approach.
Roger that.
Right, I'll be right back again.
Pure traffic, Apollo 1-1, split it up.
Channel switched.
All right, I am back.
Lovely.
Is the game still launching?
Yes.
Okay. I have a final suggestion that's probably a little bit dumb, but
Yep. Let's hear it.
it could be also an ARMA 3 sync problem. So I've known that there has been a case that once in the past worked, but this was like running out of hope cases.
Not connecting.
Okay. So it's not connecting. That's fine.
Still not connecting.
So basically, start ARMA 3's. Wait. Start ARMA 3's default launcher, and basically load the mods one by one using that, and then try and start the game that way.
How does that work, considering most of the mods that we use are on ARMA 3 sync and not on the ARMA 3?
So if you open ARMA 3 launcher, just let me know once you've gotten the default ARMA 3 launcher up.
Yep, hold on. I think my Steam is just broken. Because now ARMA 3 won't even launch.
The game's still up in the background, that's probably why.
It's not. ARMA 3 syncs down the one and it's not coming up on my task manager.
Then if that's the case, that might also be a reason why you're not getting in.
Why the fuck? Okay, it's trying to validate itself now for some fucking reason.
Okay.
Trying to validate 200 fucking gigs. Alright, we'll be here for an hour then.
200 gigs?
Trying to validate 200 gigs. I'll clip it if you want.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
It's trying to validate 200 fucking gigabytes. Okay, can I go to bed now?
I mean, yeah. Feel free. If it's validating 200 gigs, then we're not getting anything done.
It is validating 200. It's only just on a gig.
All right. Well, all right. How about this? I'm gonna tomorrow. Will you be on?
College. No, full day.
Which day are you free then? I'll.
Saturday most likely.
All right. Saturday we'll work on finding a free point. I'll be on Saturday as well. We'll work to find your problem there and then, because I have a few more ideas which I'm just going to try, even though they're not related to your problem, but I might as well just try them and see if they fix the issue anyways, because who knows.
I don't know why it's doing.
Yeah. So I'll basically just give you all the fixes I know on Saturday, and then we'll have another server launched up for you, and then we'll just do everything and just see what happens.
Okay. Thank you very much, Chief.
Yeah, no worries. Apologies for this. Yeah.
Alright, have a good night. I'll fucking catch you later.
Laters.
User disconnected from your channel. Channel switched.
Alright, I'm back.
Can you throw me a heal, please? I took a little bit of damage on landing.
You'll need to get off the aircraft, so I get out of the aircraft.
Okay, I'll turn around and I'll hop out. Zero traffic, 111 coming into land, waypoint 5. Alright, I'm off now, finally.
Look at the card.
Yeah, I didn't know it was already there.
Any damage to you? Are you in pain or you're good?
Yeah, no, I'm bleeding, but I need to. I'll get off the runway first.
All right.
I felt like the approach was good, but like I wasn't realizing how close it was to the ground. Rear traffic, this is Apollo 1-2. Smooth down.
Right. There's your heel, and there's the aircraft's heel.
Thank you.
Alright, for this next one, I'm just gonna have Hendrix you park up behind the C-17 in front of you, and basically I'll have you guys one co-pilot and one fly, and the co-pilot can help the other one.
Sure thing.
And also we'll have you guys do a drop, because why not?
Sorry, what's the second bit?
We'll have you guys do a drop of supplies, vehicles, and so forth.
Can I fly a bit more before I do that again?
I mean, okay, sure, if you guys feel like you want to do some more landing practice, go ahead.
Are we doing it as a duo or just singles?
That's up to you.
Do we do a duo? I need a heal first.
Did you say that me and Hendrix are doing Apache training today as well?
If we have time.
Sure thing. Right, you wanna fly?
Yeah, it's good, it's good.
So yeah, basically just the co-pilot's job for here will basically just to call out if there's anything wrong on speed. Just for the meantime, it's just basically just calling out on speed, letting him know if he's gonna be aligned with the runway and that kind of thing.
Yeah, sure thing. Alright, veer traffic. Oh. Okay, veer traffic, Apollo 1-1, speeding up. Via traffic, this is Apollo 1-1 taking off via runway 15 through runway Gander. Ah!
Nice.
Waypoint Wild, not Waypoint Galaxy.
I think he's Zeusing for the other group.
Via traffic, this is Apollo 1-1, left airspace via Waypoint Wild. Via traffic, this is Apollo 1-1 coming into landing via long final. Coming into landing via runway 15, correction.
Injuries?
Oh yeah, but like,
What speed are you at?
what? Sorry,
What speed were you at?
160.
I don't know, because I remember there used to be a bug with the C-17 where you had to be landing at either 200 plus kilometers per hour. Even if it was hard, that's when you'd not be injured and the plane would also be fine. I'm just gonna quickly take off and try that very quickly.
Were you asking us permission?
I'm gonna take off and do it myself just very quickly to test it out.
Oh, roger that. Because how did you think it looked? What do you think it looked like?
Oh,
Because,
it looked perfect.
Yeah.
At that point I just heal you as a Zeuser.
Okay, yeah. It confused me because I thought it was so smooth compared to the last one and still damaged, but that should be alright then.
412, departing runway 15. Right traffic.
Are you still able to Zeus heal me in a second?
You guys hop out before I take off.
Yeah, wait one. I don't need a heal. I do. Wait one.
Your traffic, Apollo 11, splitting down.
Ready for heal? Gemma, get into pilot 1.
And 412, departing by well.
Clear traffic, Apollo 11, split up. Clear traffic, Apollo 11, taxiing to Alpha 1 via Alpha.
Clear traffic, 412, approaching long final in 30 Sierras.
Apollo 11, holding at Alpha 1.
Four one two, long final for under 15. Yeah, going around.
What, so you taking off again?
Yep.
Zero traffic, Apollo 11, taking off runway 15 to exit airspace via Wild.
And 12 exit well. Why is that an option? And 1-2 range.
Zero traffic, Apollo 11, leaving airspace through Wild.
Is fine. For traffic, 412, turning one final. Oh, 1, 2, final. Yeah, Roger, keep it above 200 all the way until touchdown. Like, keep it at 200 plus 200 on touchdown.
Roger that.
Pull 1, 2, vacated from 15.
Pure traffic, Apollo 1-1, going in for another run. Pure traffic, Apollo 1-1, leaving airspace as well. It's going to be fine.
How to heal you in between the rounds, in between the waves. So, if you think of that. Cool. And in terms of healing us, I just assume that we'd need to heal after each wave, or are you going to ask? You're calling it, you're the fucking... You're the DM. No.
No damage.
Plus 20 kilometers per hour?
I think it was, yeah. As we landed, it was above 200, I believe.
Yep, that's what we have to do with this thing. The bug is back. It was fixed in the past, but now I guess it's back again. I don't know what's even causing that bug.
Note to self, land like maniac above 2... okay, words.
Land like, but okay.
Fear traffic, this is Polo 1, straight down. Yeah, I really like that effort. It's a bit slow trying to rotate on the ground, but in the air it's nice to fly. Spectral station.
Where you going? Where you guys going?
Can we get in all three?
Yeah.
We're in the same fucking seat. Oh, no, we're not.
Okay then.
What? This looks so fucking stupid. Can we have a Zeus picture of it all look front with the big globe trotter behind us?
Sure. Okay, 1 second. Okay.
Okay,
Jeez.
forward,
I'm looking this side because I got. Actually, let me go to Zeus for a second. Look forward. And done.
Yeah.
This looks dumb.
Happy me. Yeah, it looks like fucking dumb.
Closer. There we go. Okay, there we go. Let's go.
Tin, 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 tin.
Yep. Reversing it slow. But yeah, so that's the C-17 covered in basic. Obviously, obviously we try to mitigate us using it in risk areas, but yeah. There we go. I'll just leave it here. It's good enough. Let's see. Oh, still plenty of space actually, but whatever. Leave it at that. Next we go to the next bit. Yeah, so... let's see, what time is it? How much time have we got left? Yeah, we got time, okay. We can do 30 minutes of Apache, I guess. Oh, the grass is so slow.
We're gonna have like 2 Apaches, or are you gonna be on the side training us both?
Actually, I'm gonna be probably on the... maybe 2 Apaches, I don't know. Maybe I'll just try doing some single-handed flying, but basically I'll have Jam as your co-pilot, you'll be the gunner, and I'll go through training with him, and then... Actually, yeah, let's do that.
Sounds like you're gonna be next to us then. Oh, about rearming, do we need to do that?
That's where Jammer comes in.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
Actually, could you get the truck? If it's there. Actually, it's not the right truck. Never mind. Yeah, never mind, it's not the right truck. Actually, should I just spawn down the right truck near us? Yeah, I'll do that. Right, and then we wait for Jammer to come back. Oh, perfect. Alright, so that pretty much concludes the C-17 training bit for tonight. Again, all becoming proficient on a certain airframe also now comes down to you, like if you do solo practice or if you just feel comfortable with it. That's pretty much all that can be given about it. So now I move on to the next aircraft, which is probably the most difficult aircraft of the entire lot. The AH-1 Apaches. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you the document, Jammer, because you don't have it. Let's see, Google Docs.
Also, I think I heard you say that you're able to make it sort of fly as like traditional armor.
Yes.
Obviously, because I am only on keyboard and mouse. I was wondering if that might make it a bit easier, or is it okay?
That would be up to you. That would be it. It is okay on keyboard and mouse as it is, but in case it isn't, maybe it might be better to do it. I don't know. You'd have to see as the pilot. So yeah. For now, here you go.
It's on TeamSpeak, yeah.
Yeah. So for now, yeah, it's just on TeamSpeak. So for now, just you can alt tab for a bit while we'll be in the document for just few bits of this, because fortunately we have to ignore the fact that it's a 40-page manual, but it's all information is in there.
Right. Okay.
Right. So the H1 Pilot Information Manual. Currently, I've just did a new draft recently just for combat tactics. It's not yet complete, that's why it's on version 0.6, but it's good enough that I can start using it for training. So yeah, the H1 Apache, which is pretty much a Augusta Westland Apache, license built from the AH-64 Delta models, but designated the AH-1, now under Leonardo helicopters, which basically also make the Wildcat and so forth, and the Merlin. Unlike the traditional American AH-64 Deltas, ours have the Rolls-Royce turbo mecha engines, which allow it to have more power, and yeah, it just pretty much allows it to have more power, which means more power is more armament and weight you can carry on an aircraft. In this case, all British Apaches are equipped with a radar dome on top of the rotor head. Some Americans don't have it because the radar dome is heavy, but because of us using the Rolls-Royce engines, all the Apaches are equipped with it. So the weight is no longer a factor. Armament on this thing has 1 x 30mm M230 chain gun.
You want to hear something funny as well?
Sure.
I've implemented a manufacturing execution solution at a company that makes the rotor blade for Rolls-Royce engines.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That's all I have to offer to this conversation in the world.
Okay, fair enough. What was I saying? Yeah, so pretty much you got the M230 chain gun, which can spit out 1,200 rounds as part of an area weapon system, or it can be quite accurate when within its close range distances. But we'll talk about that when we come to doing the gunning part. You've got 4 pylon stations on the stub wings, and each pylon station can be equipped with either, for example, the M299 rack. Don't worry about reading this yet in the manual. I'll explain where all this information is. Either comes with the M299 rack or the M261 rocket pod itself. So either you can have up to 19 rockets, or on the M299 rack you can have up to 4 Hellfires on all 4 pylons, leading either to a maximum of 16 Hellfires, or whatever 19 times 4 is for rockets. So yeah, the rockets are 70mm Hydra rockets. We do not have the APKWS, which is sort of laser-guided rockets. But the Hellfires at the moment we use the AGM-114. Hellfires, the laser-guided variant, because the radar one is kind of broken. Still working on a fix for that, but for now the laser-guided ones can do the job just as fine. And then on the very top is the AN APG-78 longbow fire control radar. If we scroll down through to like page 4 and 5 of the manual going onwards to like about, from page 4 to page 10, page 11, you basically have the armaments, brief description of each armament, what can be loaded. Actually, I've just seen something that's wrong, because this is no longer on the aircraft.
Which part?
If you look on page 4, the AIM-92 Stinger and Spike missiles can also be carried. They removed that from the mod because even though it's a thing on the real aircraft, there's not really any nations that operated it. So there's no Apaches in service with it, so basically that can be removed.
The Apache has no air-to-air capabilities
anymore.
It does, but no one actually uses it. Okay.
I mean, the Americans use the AIM-9X on the Apaches, but we don't have AIM-9Xs on this mod.
Yeah, and we're British. We're on the RAF anyways.
Yeah. So, with that said, we can move further down. The arming dialogue I have to change because the arming has changed completely. Actually, I forgot. Do you, by chance, do you have the mod?
12.
Yes. So page 12. The arming pretty much is no longer that. It uses a whole different method now of arming. Do you have the client-side mod load? What is it called? Loadouts everywhere? Yeah, plain loadouts everywhere.
No.
Okay, then I'll have to give that to you afterwards. But basically, that's how we can load the aircraft. I'm just let Hendrik. So I'll do it on one of the Apaches, and then you can watch back through my stream on how it's done.
You're streaming, okay? I'll have to open that. Then.
Yeah, so you'll watch it. You can watch it afterwards. So you'll watch a playback later on after the op. I'll just give you the timestamp.
Okay.
So don't worry about that. With that said, we can move on to page 14 of the manual, which is the mod setup.
Yep.
So basically, for what you need to do is go into your. We can close down the manual. You can just go back into ARMA for this bit because I'll explain everything anyways. If you go into your configure add-on options, you want to go on the add-on tab to the drop-down and find AH64D official project.
Yep, got it.
All right. Once you're in there, this is where also for you, Hendrix, if you want to know. For now, control you can leave allow cursor movement ticked. Head tracking mode cursor sensitivity leave it to 0.5. It's fine the way it is. For the flight model.
Can we do this again?
Huh?
What were you saying? That's interesting.
Add-on options you need for the Apache settings. So if you go in add-on options and go to the H64D.
Yep.
Once you're in there, leave the control tab alone. Flight model, that's where you have enable stabulator, which is the function of how the Apache flies. If you untick that, it will fly essentially like a normal ARMA helicopter.
Okay.
What you want to have unticked is show pop-up intro.
Okay.
Enable cockpit hints, that's basically the labels that when you hover over a button, it lets you know what it is. You can have that ticked or unticked, that's up to you personally. And show vanilla targeting information, just leave that ticked for now. Still doing testing on that because there's still some iffy points before I can say turn that off. So yeah. With that said, once you're done, you just press OK for that. The next thing.
Like save. Was it?
No,
I'm going to try it without stabilized today and see how it flies.
Okay, right. There we go.
Okay. So now with that done, we then need to do controls.
Yes.
Once you're in controls, go on the drop down where it is and find custom controls.
Yes.
Make sure you have user action 20 set.
What have you set? Mine's set to tab.
Mine is basically it's gonna be your interaction button with the airframe. So essentially, imagine there's a crosshair in the center of your screen. Imagine it's your finger, and basically you press tab or whatever button you set that to flick a switch.
Right, it's a weird thing. I don't know what the hell's going on because I haven't got anything. No. So I've had this weird thing with ARMA is when I'm pressing a mouse key, even though nothing else is plugged in, it says F plus wireless stick Y rotate, but the joystick isn't plugged in and it hasn't been plugged in months.
Yeah, it's fine. It does it's not gonna make really a difference. I also have that problem sometimes. It just ARMA still thinks it is plugged in, which is a weird thing about it, but it won't affect it as long as you have the main button you're using plugged in. So as long as you're using the main button, it's gonna still work.
I put mine as F because I don't think F is a vehicle.
Changing weapons is F.
No, hang on. I think. Hang on. I think mine's not that button. I think I changed mine to Control F.
Make sure it's something that's not bound to anything else.
Left Control F. Weapon. Left Control. Boy, weapon is F. Okay. Hang on.
Found a button yet?
I think there's so many buttons. There's so many binds.
Probably I don't know. Insert could be a decent button. And
because I need to get a new keyboard because trying to do this on a 60% keyboard, I have to press insert. I have to press FN insert. The complete
Right.
opposite sides.
Try one of the F5, F6 keys at the top. Those are usually assigned to nothing.
The F1 keys are also FN buttons. Left control Q. That should be bound to anything. Nope, left control Q is fine. I'll use that.
Okay, if that works for you, sure. Just remember, you'll have to look around and then basically press said button. But okay.
Yeah, I did mess around in the Apache about 6 months ago.
All right. All right. So once you've done that, I'm just going to quickly go. Why did I hate when ARMA does that? So what I'm going to have Hendrix.
Yeah.
If you could pick an Apache that you want to arm up, that'll be the one you'll be flying with Jamma. I'm just going to arm up the second one just to show Jamma the different things when I send the recording. Let's see.
Do I also take rocket pods?
We can skip the rockets. You can take full Hellfires if you want.
Roger.
I think I'm still transmitting for some reason because I opened the menu with the radio open. Okay, I'm just 1 second. Okay, so pretty much loadout menu. You've got FCR. We don't want to pick FCR ones because I'll put the radar guide Hellfires on. But so either you'll be picking the combat support, heavy attack, coin, or empty. But for now, I'm just going to put a combat. So basically, what you pick is just chosen on each pylon based on its first bit. So for example, if I change this to a Hellfire, it won't allow it because it's recognized that it's a rocket pod and it's letting you know it's not allowed. So if I make this empty, and make this empty, and make this empty, it removes the whole thing. But if I say I put one Hellfire down here, it won't allow it because you need to first put the first one, whether it's a Hellfire of the A through N versions, or a rocket through those versions, and then it will decide whether it's just going to be a rocket pod, or a Hellfire rack. And then
you are speaking on radio.
Once you're done, just press escape, and then go to the arming truck. Negative, I'm just doing a quick recording for Jamma on the stream.
Roger.
And then pretty much just rearm.
Quick question. I know I'm not doing it anyways, but I was just wondering, on the article you sent, there's a starting up procedure. Is there a starting up procedure for the gunner's seat?
No, I haven't written that one yet. So basically what you're going to need, at least for now, is just the start procedure for the pilot seat.
Roger that. Let me know when I'm good to spool up.
Well, technically you'll be in the gunner seat, Hendrix. Unless you want to fly, then I'll give you an AI so you can shoot you with your things.
Wait, what? I thought you wanted me to fly Jamma.
No, Jamma will fly you and you will practice gunning.
Oh wait, yeah, pilot first, gunning later. Okay.
Yes, so basically, so before you enter the aircraft, what's going to happen is Hendrix is your gunner. So basically what he does, he gets in the aircraft first, he chooses his weapon loadout of choice for the mission at hand, and then afterwards he gets into the gunning seat as necessary. Then you get in, and then you do the startup, and you fly around, and you fly according to his perspective, for what he needs. So for now, just pretty much head into the Apache, and we'll go through it.
Basically, the gunner is the pilot, in a sense, but I chauffeur him around.
Kind of. We'll get more into the details of that in the air. I'm just gonna hang on the side of the Apache.
Okay, right.
I'll just chill here on the side for a bit.
So left side, I need to turn the battery on.
Just follow the checklist.
Where did that pilot contain everything, but like. Doesn't contain everything.
What do you mean?
like the radar markers and the countermeasure system and the monocle.
Alright, got battery on. One full fire check.
It does contain them.
Oh, okay.
Aft deck fire. Engine 1 fire. Engine 2 fire. APU fire. Aft deck fire. Engine 1 fire. Engine 2 fire. APU fire.
Okay, all good. Got APU. Buckled. Rotor back. Rotor brake off. Check UFD for messages. Front panel. Which one am I looking at? Which panel? Hello?
Really?
He's looking around, but I don't think he can hear us.
Maybe he's got the Zeus bug.
Ellie can hear us?
Yeah, I'm back. I just have to go out to the door.
It says check UFD for messages front panel. Which screen am I meant to be looking at?
The upfront mini display. So basically you have the two main MPDs, which are the two
Yes.
big screens, and then the screen above that on the right is the UFD.
And what would I be looking out for?
No warnings, anything that looks off. So for example, if the APU is on, you'll get that APU on message. If it says engine fire on there, do not start the engines.
Okay, roger that. Okay. So switch rotor brake to off, that's already done. Turn on left engine, switch and check. Switch and check NG at the right MPD.
Start the engine, and then you check for engine spool up.
Yep, there we go. But before I would do that, would I do severe traffic?
Nope. I mean, technically you could, but you once you put the engine into idle, that's when you do it. Because at the moment the engine's not started yet.
And move this one to idle now. Boom.
And then you'd also start engine 2 just to, at the same time, just to quick things up.
Yep. Very similar to the is it how's it K50 or the KA50? Yes. That's how you do this one as well. Okay, idle. Now wait for 71%, is that right?
Alright. So,
And
let me
they
know
go
once they go to fly, once you've done that, and then we go to the next bit. So, as you notice, there's like a momentary pause you have once you're waiting for the engines to stabilize before you can go into fly, right?
Yeah, wait, sorry, what do you mean?
So, right now you have the engines at the thrust levers in idle, right?
Yes, they're in flight now. But
yes, but you had a moment where they were while the engine is still spooling up, you've got a moment between idle and before hitting it into fly.
Yes.
During that moment, you go on the right display. First you turn on your radar with Control R.
Oh, done.
You then go
Oh
on
wait,
the right
that
display.
didn't work. Now it's working.
You then go on the right display and click FCR.
FCR. Yeah, I see it.
Okay. Once you've done that, you click C-scope at the top.
Oh. That work?
Okay, as long as you've done it once, that's all you need. You won't see anything yet.
Okay.
After that, you then go to the M at the bottom, which is menu.
Yep.
And then you press ASE on the left.
ASE.
Before you do anything there, Hendrix, could you prep your ASE page?
Yeah, dude.
Alright, perfect. So, if Hendrix has prepped it, at the top left you'll see auto page. You put that to launch, so click it twice.
Launch.
And then you should see a sort of green rectangular box highlighting IR jammer standby and RF jammer standby. Should be both highlighted.
Standby. So IR jammer is highlighted standby and off. R jam is standby and off.
Perfect. Which means that's where Hendrix has done his bit on his side of the cockpit.
Okay.
Then from there, once that's confirmed, you can then press TSD.
Yes. Oh, yep, got that.
You can press. Well, right now it's in nav. You want to press it again, so it says attack ATK.
Does I press the TSD again?
No, you press the bit that says nav.
Yeah, attack.
Okay, and then you can press where it says map if you want to have the map, or you just want to have a black screen. It's up to you in that part.
Done.
And then you can increase the range to like 5 kilometers. Usually that's the minimum I go for.
Oh god, that's horrible because of the map boundaries.
Yes. So that's up to you on that bit. If you were let's see. If you were a single pilot gunner, you'd basically check your fuel and then basically afterwards switch to weapons. But for now, since you'll be the one flying, just keep an eye out on the fuel page, which should be on the left side right now. And you should see a total at the bottom with how much time left until running out of fuel.
Calculating flow. 276 pounds an hour. Total is 552 pounds an hour.
Not the fuel usage, but how much fuel total you have. On the bottom left, total.
Bottom left. Oh yeah, 2,400 pounds.
Okay, and then your total time at your current engine power, it says to the complete right how much time you have left in fuel.
4:25.
4 hours and 25 minutes.
Okay, I'm glad because 4 minutes would not be good.
Yes, but basically it's 4 hours and 25 minutes because you're sitting here on the ground and pretty much idling.
Yeah, but as soon as I go up, it's going to drop probably what, 2 hours maybe?
Yeah, so do you have your monocle up or not yet?
I can put that on now. Yep.
And you should be able to see, like if you look in front of us to the left, you can see the vehicles. Do you see like symbols around them, like a circular symbol?
No.
Did you click C-scope once or twice?
I wonder if I clicked it. Right, let's go back to that page. Is that on the ASC page?
FCR.
Now I've got it, yeah.
Alright. Alright then, yeah, so that's that. So now that you done as the pilot, the ASE page is aircraft survival equipment, which is basically sort of the jammers and countermeasures and all that is ready. You've basically set up the radar from your bit. Hendrix is ready from his bit. Once he's set up these weapons and he's happy, he can give you the all ready, and then you can take off.
Roger that.
So, Hendrix, are you all good?
It's all good, man.
Alright, so, for now, what I'm going to tell you guys is I'm going to mark a holding point over here. Where is it?
Do I see markers on this map? I don't think I can.
Don't worry, you'll see it in this. You won't see it on the map. Let's see. That one. Global. Okay. So I've marked hold point practice directly in front of Wild. Actually, I'm just going to move it a little bit further this way. So yeah, I've marked holding point practice. Say scene routine.
16. Yeah, I got it.
Okay, so basically what I want you to do is get the helicopter from here over there and put it into hover. It'll give you enough time to see how the helicopter's characteristics of handling are, and then I want you to hover it facing this direction, meaning that will be so that Hendrix can do some weapons training as well.
Facing what direction? Sorry, I tapped out the
Facing
map.
southwest.
Southwest, okay.
Once you're at the
Alright, roger that.
So yeah, pretty much Archer 1-1. You basically announce your taxi and just do a takeoff at Alpha 2.
Yeah. Are you staying on the wing?
Yeah, I'm staying here.
Oh, okay.
For your traffic, this is Archer 1-1, taking hover taxiing to Alpha 2.
Now remember, you're a crew here, so basically at the moment you can say, because Hendrix on the ground is doing nothing, you can say, Hendrix, do radios, I'll do the flying. But when it comes to gunning, he's now the important party, so you basically focus on flying and radios.
Okay.
So landing is more important for you, so you need more focus on landing, taxiing and so forth, so Hendrix can be doing radios. But when you're in the hover or just flying around, you're relaxed, Hendrix is the one who's scanning for things.
Yeah. Also, why... Oh, there we go. It just takes a lot more push to it. I was pressing shift before and it wasn't taking me out. Holy...
Ellie,
Yes.
how do I add a navigation marker to the AZ system?
Navigation marker for yourself, you can press, so when you're in the TSD on the nav page,
yeah,
you should see the option to add marker on the left, I believe. So on the
yeah.
right. Once you do that, you then go on the map and then press, you left click your mouse where you want the marker.
Oh, yeah, but I think I did.
You did add it?
Thing picks up speed fast, holy shit.
I mean, you have to be able to dodge missiles, so yeah.
Oh, it did add it. How can I delete? If I select 2, then delete.
This is
Yeah, there we go,
Archer
it did
1-1,
work.
taking off via runway 15, exiting through Waypoint Wild.
Add. And then wild is 1. Add 2, which will be HP practice. Yay! That's pretty cool.
Does my speed, the
And-
one, the right of this, on the, it's 360, I'm guessing at the moment.
Your speed is what?
The speed, is that the green number on the right of the monocle?
No, it's on the left side. So basically this helicopter reads in proper air, it's in knots and feet in altitude.
Oh, so right, so it's 90 knots at the moment.
We have some targets.
Yep, that's for you, Hendrix. You can begin acquisitioning and getting ready, and you can now, as the gunner, this is where you also get give some practice to Jammer by positioning him, telling him where you want him to position, and so forth. So yeah, H3 practice is just the original position where you go towards, and then now it's your job as the gunner to decide what's happening.
Roger that. Yeah, I have 2 times technicals. Make it 3 and also a 4th possible scene target before. So if you climb to 2 clicks for me and hold around this position. And can you move the chopper to towards 03 cancel 320? What happens then?
320. You sure you want
No,
320?
never mind. Yeah, okay, I understand how it works. So that is then how far I'm off the angle for the aircraft is aiming. Okay, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 6 technicals. What I'm gonna?
Am I still
Why
climbing
is
or?
the distance? No, yeah, you're good now. Why is the distance not showing? Maybe I need to go to guns.
You need to have the laser on for distance.
Oh, of course, yeah. Okay, lasering on. It's about 1500 meters, so I'm gonna go for guns, yeah?
Okay.
Archer 1-1 Bravo, guns. Yeah, that's a hit.
Archer 1-1 Golf.
Golf. Oh yeah, sorry. You're right. Okay, relaying bit above.
If you press your right mouse button, Jammer, you can also go into the camera and see what.
Yeah, I'm watching it now.
One time start,
Nice.
gone. Okay, I'm switching to missiles. Do I have multiple types of missiles? No, I don't. Low, direct, or whatever. Do I need to have the laser on?
Are
For
you
these?
using laser guided hellfires? I mean,
Yeah, the K ones. There's a laser guided, right?
yep. We only use laser guided. The radar ones are broken.
Okay, so now I should be able to kill. So Archer 1-1 Golf rifle. Oh, Atlas client. Hit. Gonna go for high manual.
Okay.
Rifle. Oh, Archer 1-1 Golf rifle. 2-1. Oh, beautiful.
Nice one.
And now I'm gonna go for low because I want to see how that works. Angle. So Archer 1-1 Golf rifle. Is this the lowest path then? It's just basically the same as direct.
It's basically direct because of how we're quite high up.
Yeah, that one flying. Okay, switching to guns.
He's still alive. The guy that was in it's still alive.
Oh well. Archer 1-1 Golf. Guns.
Actually, both of them.
Boom.
Also, the zoom on this thing is amazing.
Yeah.
Is there a way to
Archer 1-1
stabilize
Golf.
the camera?
Guns.
No.
I took an account where I estimated where I should aim based on previous targets, and it fully hit on 2 of the vehicles. They all dead, bruv.
Yeah, there's still a few infantry alive.
Infantry? Oh wait, yeah. Heat vision. Archer 1-1 Golf. Guns.
Yeah, if you press B on the camera, you can see better.
B?
Yeah, letter B, Bravo.
Wow. Is it what view am I meant to be in the night camera, the night vision one?
No, just a normal one.
So fucking cool. The love Archer. Gemma, you and I are gonna be flying this bitch a lot.
Brilliant.
We're just gonna overthrow whatever's in charge and just take this up in the sky. No, I'm sorry.
Alright.
Oh, there we go. Guns.
Vehicle miles away actually, so see what that is.
Yeah, I think that's all infantry, isn't
Yep,
it?
that is all the targets that are there.
Cool.
So that's that for. Let's see. What else can I throw at you, Hendrix?
Maybe the signaler and then doing the same thing, like the bopping up. Matching to a. Well, there's 2 things that I want to practice on, and that's connecting to an enemy laser. Oh, sorry, another friendly laser, like we did last time. Remember?
Yeah.
And also, so then with bopping up behind the hills and whatnot, and also the marking an area. So if you could place like vehicles again in the same areas, or maybe somewhere to the west, like around.
Okay. Well, I want to see if you can see something.
Yeah. So how do I see again the grid of where I'm looking? Oh yeah. So around 145, 12. Oh, you already placed something down, didn't you?
Oops.
What is the PNVS day night toggle do? Like what's the PNVS?
The PNVS is the camera above the TADS one, which will go later on, which is more for something for the gunner.
Oh, can you turn the Aircraft 42 degrees to the right.
Oh god, that turns so fast. Around there?
There's a helicopter, a flying helicopter. So I'm gonna try and mark that. If I can.
User left your channel.
How the fuck can I
engage
fix
if you
it on?
want.
How can I?
You
Okay, wait,
can't.
you know what? I can't.
Yeah, unless you have FCR. So at this
I
point,
think
you
we're
can.
gonna go guns.
That's an option. Go ahead.
It's gonna be a bit far off, so.
Looks like he's had the engine failure.
Yeah, yeah, he's down. I can't go back into laser if I've gone to guns. I've cycled next and cycled back, but if I go from laser to guns into next, and if I cycle back then, it doesn't get me back, whatever. Probably just... Is it cycling the... Hey, why is it not showing the weapon page? Oh, it is. The fuck?
Alright, so what I'm going to do now is we're going to try and do some tactical area of tactically putting vehicles down, essentially. And then you're going to just tactically designate, and I'm going to tell you which areas to do what you're going to do with.
Okay. Can I use the marker on the attack mode? Like the area on the attack mode AZ?
Yeah, you can use all of those ones. If you want to use the
Because I want to practice it on that as well.
You can practice PFZs if you want. That's what they're called. Okay, so
Should I just stay here, or?
Yeah, you stay right. You can stay right here for now. You can just watch what's happening with Hendrix.
So there is still targets.
No, I'll just put down some targets. Yeah, sorry, that's
a lot of targets.
So basically, I want you to designate PFZ1 to the north and PFZ2 to the south. So this time we're doing, instead of just one PFZ like last time, we'll do two.
Oh. To the north?
Yep. So northwest from us, and then direct west from us. There's two.
Oh yeah,
PFZs.
north. Yeah, okay. I was checking northwest, but like, what do you mean the north? Okay, Jamek, yeah, can you hold it there, mate? Hold it there for me. And that would be.
Are you okay with the height? Want me to drop the height a little bit?
No, we good. Because I'll be a bit slow with this, but I wanna practice on how I can make that work. So if I go from there to there, that'll be 134,149 until 144,145. So that means.
Right now, I was wondring what it was making me
134,149. So that is.
I was wondering why the camera was so like moving around so much. It was still linked to the helicopter while I was in the camera mode.
Until 144,145, which is about here. I'm gonna make an area about.
I won't be able to
here
see this,
on the
so
map.
I'll just be.
Hello? Oh, it is Lewis.
User left your channel.
Huh? What?
Yes.
Is Lewis on?
It went from like 30 FPS to 10 FPS. It's on 15 now. It's improving, but.
Okay, yeah. Pelly, you broke the server with all the technical. Can you not hear Lewis? You should be in the same aircraft with us.
The server technicals broke the server.
Yeah, it's dropped the FPS.
Alright, then let's do this. I'll just have PFZs with half of them gone.
Can you hear Pelly?
No, I can't hear him.
Okay, I need to zoom in more for the PFCs, but that's maybe not too relevant.
You mean flying a little bit closer?
I've deleted half of them. Or does he want them all gone?
It's improving a bit. We'll give it a bit, see how it looks. Tell him thank you.
Hendrix, you flying a little closer?
But, no, just keep watching northwest for now. No, make it, where the fuck are the targets? Make it directly west for now. Okay, I'm gonna check.
Yeah, I'll do it so it's only like 2. Okay, there'll be 3 in each PFC then.
35124 140
Pelly, is there a way to
127.
stabilize my camera?
No, there is not. Yours,
Right.
it's a free gimbal camera.
Is Hendrix's camera more stabilized?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say because I could not imagine aiming with how as soon as you zoom in, the bounce is like insane.
So your camera is basically made. So if you click on the NVS night mode panel just to the left in front of the throttles, you see it brings up something on your monocle.
Yes.
Yeah. So basically that's for night flying. So instead of you having night vision, you can literally just see everything in your cockpit, but at the same time see what the camera sees instead.
Oh, okay. I was wondering what that button was doing.
Yeah, so literally the reason why your camera is not stabilized is because as you look left and right, the camera follows your head looking left and right when you have that.
Right.
So if it was stabilized, it wouldn't be able to do that. Versus Hendrix's camera doesn't do that, so it can be stabilized. Yeah, you can turn the button back off if you want it for now.
I have 2 PFCs marked.
Okay, so one to the north and one to the south?
Yeah.
Okay,
The
so
PFC one's a bit large.
it's fine. It doesn't matter how large it is, just as long as it makes
So
sense
I'm gonna
for you.
go for PFC 2 first and filter to PFC. Filter rod? No, not rod. Filter wheel? No. Filter 2. Yes. That
Okay.
works. And now I should be able to very easily switch between
PFC
if I
1
can
and
actually
PFC 2.
see all the targets.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there we go.
Okay, so this is what I want you to do. In this specific order, I want you to engage one target in PFZ 2, engage 2 targets in PFZ 1, then engage 2 targets in PFZ 2.
Wait. Okay.
Yeah.
Engage one target in
PFZ 2.
Yeah.
So kill 1 in PFZ 2, kill 2 in PFZ 1, and then kill 2 back in the previous PFZ.
Okay. How do I again make my camera fix my target?
Fix your target. So you want to change it so that it's on FCR mode.
Oh, that's misfire. Shit.
Oh.
And do I need to get out of the camera to do this?
If you ever do a misfire, make sure you put it on a target where it's not going to endanger anything.
Oh, is it fixed FCR or TADS?
FCR.
FCR, roger that. I'm sorry about this. Okay, yeah, now it's following this bitch.
Okay. So basically, what you're going to do is once you have locked one target in PFZ2, you then switch to PFZ1 and then just automatically lock the next 2 targets, fire off one, fire off the second one, so it switches between the 2 targets, and then come back to this PFC and finish the last 2 off.
Yeah, okay. So, but I need to get out of the camera to switch to PFC1.
Yeah, but once you already know it's locked on, you can basically see it on your on your TSD page. So you can do this without actually looking in the camera. Just go in the TSD and see what it locks onto.
Wait, what? So
you don't have to be in the camera because it's automatically locking on.
Yeah. So I'm not in the camera right now. It's still locked on.
Mm-hmm.
I can see on the TSD page what it's locked onto, which is also pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, so it's automatically locked onto that.
Yep. So then you fire off at that one. Once you get the X and you get the time of flight is reached 0, where there's an explosion, you then switch immediately to the next PFZ and begin the next lock on and fire.
Yeah, but that it takes a lot of clicks. But yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so Archer 1-1 Golf rifle. Okay.
Okay, so don't switch yet. You have to wait until it lands. This is why I prefer the radar guided ones, because you can immediately target the next one. But we'll get that fixed in the future.
Aren't they broken?
In the future, they'll be fixed. So that's...
Okay, yeah, so now one target is gone.
Yep.
Quickly checking the camera. Okay, yeah, that worked. So I'm switching now to... Oh! Misfire. I'm sorry.
Oh,
no, I clicked with my mouse, but yeah, I'm so sorry.
2 times NDs, Hendrix. Jeez.
Yeah, that's new for me. This is almost tablet mistakes. Okay, switching to FCR1.
User left your channel.
Can you move the turn the aircraft to the northwest?
User left your channel. User left your channel.
There we go. Yeah. Yep. Should have one selected, but I can't see it on my
It is
thingy
selected.
page, so I'm gonna switch to 10 clicks
User
then.
left your channel.
Yeah, once it's selected, so I'm gonna come on, show me something. Okay, yeah. So I just want my golf rifle 1, ripple 2. I'm gonna try rippling if you don't mind.
Okay, so the first one
3,
goes.
4, 5, another 1.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna go into camera.
Yep. Wait for the first one to land. Once it lands, immediately switch to the next
User
one.
left your channel.
If it has time, so maybe I should have gone for
It
high.
has time.
Nothing exploded. Is that the distance then? Is it the headless fucking client again?
I saw them just disappear before landing.
Yeah. It's the same bitch. Oh, and there's also not another target I can select from this angle. Which is weird because I can fucking see it.
User left your channel.
What's the distance? Let's see. That distance is... it's within distance.
Yeah, most definitely, but like...
Oh, Spittle's disconnected. I guess it's index time anyway, so... at least you know how that's pretty much just how the system works, but...
Yeah, wait.
We have to
Switching to PFC 2.
Mm-hmm.
Turn aircraft west.
Oh,
Let's go, west. Matter of death and life, amigo. Okay, I'm gonna ripple them again. So Archer 1 will go ripple. 2. 1, 2, 3,
User left
4,
your channel.
5.
User left your channel. User left your channel.
Not doing anything.
Hit.
Oh, it
It
is.
hit the
It
dead
was.
target.
Yeah, it was.
And that
It worked.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Another one. Oh, that's pretty cool. I understand how these zones are pretty fucking cool to use as well. If the server doesn't fuck you up. Yay. That was good training.
Alright, so that's RTB, Jammer, so straight back through to the airfield, and we'll just get in through Gandalf.
Roger that. Oh.
So I also found a way to decide where I want to mark these zones, Belly. Because I just go for 2 points. I see a group of 5 vehicles, I'll just go for like 100 meters to one end, and then 100 meters outside of the other end, just mark them down, and then...
Yep. The other thing is that PFCs are useful only if, wait, was I shot? Whatever. I think I'm...
Yeah, you're bleeding a little bit. You look red.
I'm not injured.
Oh, that's weird.
Okay, whatever.
So,
anyways.
Question, how fast is it? Why it's doing this? Oh god, what is going on?
Yeah, you're having the same deal as I had.
It's basically the aircraft's automatic system. It wants to try and maintain its speed based on the power setting you put in.
Yeah, so I'm trying to do like the way you... what is it doing? I think... Right. So I'm trying to do that thing where you press... You put the cyclics down, but you lift the nose up, so you... Is that, you slow it down a little bit, but it's like it's fighting me, I don't know...
Yeah, it wants to fly. That's the thing. If you put the power down, it's gonna try and essentially maintain its speed and keep going forwards to essentially maintain it.
How do I decelerate then? Do I just lift the nose by itself?
Yep.
Okay, alright, where the fuck am I?
Over the landing slot.
Yeah, I just want
Yeah, you might want to. If you don't like it, you can turn off the setting I set for stabilator control.
Yeah, I'll see how it goes.
It's a bit better in a real Apache, obviously, because it'll work properly, but that is how it's supposed to work.
Yeah, no. I'll give it a few tries. If it's still a bit uncomfortable, I'll do traditional. Quite good. Close might to that pole. Oh, plenty of room.
Get too fast, otherwise you start accelerating again. And the logic will take over and we'll go from hover mode into cruise mode.
Come on, bring it back, bring it back.
Bring it back now, y'all.
There we go.
Reverse, reverse. 2 hops this time. Cha-cha, real slow.
Alright.
There we go.
Now, spooling down the hill.
Archer 1-1, split down.
It's not just scroll wheels, spool down. You first go into idle.
Oh shit, right, oh yeah. Yeah, okay, good.
Idle, then once it's in idle, engine, scroll wheel engine off. And then you can put them into off.
Do I have to wait or just straight into off?
You can wait a little bit, but if it lets you put it straight off, you can put it straight into off. Sometimes the code will just delay a little bit and you have to wait a bit.
It's making me wait.
Okay.
Yeah, it does. Does that.
Then afterwards, just now at this point, you should be able to put it into off now, and then you can then go battery off. If APU's on, also turn that off.
I turned it off before.
Lovely.
Battery off. There we go. Anything else?
That's it.
Yay.
Why am I bleeding?
I wonder if maybe it's just the.
Wait, no, I'm injured. Why the heck am I injured? But I'm not injured. I'm injured, but I'm not injured.
I wonder if maybe it's just the fast.
1 second, let me just go to Zeus and fix myself. Where am I? Medical heal. There we go. I'm not injured in Ace, but apparently I'm injured. Okay, I'm fine now. So yeah, that is that. Any questions, Gemma?
No, I thought it was actually it wasn't overly complicated. The only thing is probably getting used to the automatic, like similar to the K50 in DCS. It's it flies itself essentially. I think it's just probably getting used to the automatic flying system.
Yeah. So now the only thing is that you may say it's easy, but we haven't gotten into fighting it yet.
No, I'm not saying it's easy. I thought like the startup systems was very simplified. It was a lot simpler than something in DCS where it would have taken another not 20 minutes, but you need to memorize the whole thing and make sure the full system is set up correctly. Otherwise, it won't come on. Everything needs to be in the correct order properly, and if there isn't like one wrong button somewhere, you've got to redo the whole thing.
But yeah, so with that, we'll do obviously a bit more of this if we have time before pre-campaign. But for now, in the meantime, I'll also have you as a spare backup pilot to fly the thing for Hendrix's purposes. What I will need you to do, though, is go through the manual. There is some combat techniques in there that basically explains what you're supposed to do as a pilot and where you're supposed to fly. Like basically the bob-up maneuver, which is a tactic of hiding behind a hill.
Yeah, I do that a lot in DCS with the K50.
Yeah, so if you know all that, just make sure you also go through that, and then eventually you'd practice some with Hendrix. If
I'll
not,
have to practice it in ARMA, obviously, because I think the ARMA mechanics are a lot different too.
Yeah. For Hendrix, nice work. The only thing I'd say is for the PFCs, I'd only really use those just due to how much longer it takes to set them up and be prepared for them. Once they're set up, they're absolutely amazing to have, but you'll find most of the time when they call for the Apache, they're already in trouble, and they never give us enough time to really set up.
Yeah.
So the chances of you actually having time to set them up will be maybe 10% of the time. So for the most part, as long as you can just, find the target quickly on the TADs, lock on with the laser on the TADs, and just fire off your missile as quickly as possible, that's good enough, and then they'll tell you to RTB.
Cool.
So yeah.
Yeah, radar guarded would be really interesting as well then.
Yeah, so the radar guided for the PFZs are the most interesting part, because essentially you can kind of just fire the missile and let it go off to its own duties. So for example, you've got a PFC set up. If you fly off two Apaches, for example, because they are data links to each other. So for example, one Apache can be designated lead Apache for the night. Say it's that one. He'll designate the PFZs, which is the areas where the missiles will fire, and then he can send the data from his Apache that he set up to the other one to receive it. So basically, all you just have to do is press download data in the aircraft, and the PFCs are automatically set up for you from the previous Apache. And
That's
then
cool.
he will just say, okay, lock onto PFC 2. The other Apache locks onto PFZ 1. With the radar guided Hellfires, you just press R, fire, R, fire, R, fire, and they all go to their targets. And with two Apaches, that's a total of 32 targets that can be wiped out in the battle space.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking cool. And then, are the radar guided currently broken then, or?
They're currently broken. They just keep flying straight into the distance. They don't actually lock on. I know what's causing it. I have to fix it, but the problem is I can't fix it because it's one of our airframes that we need at the moment. Which is the Typhoon, unfortunately, that's causing this issue.
Oh, that's no.
So I have to find a fix for that. But for now, as long as the laser guided ones work, that's good enough, because there's no other Apache in ARMA anyways that has working radar guided Hellfires, so it's good enough.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Unless you have any other questions, Endex, and we can continue debrief.
No more questions from me.
Right, Endex.
User left your channel. Channel switched.
All right. So, just quickly from JAMA, welcome back after everything that's been happening. So,
yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, I thought tonight was a nice kind of little kind of getting back into it session. Nothing was overly complicated. I didn't feel too lost with everything after obviously 3 weeks break. Coming back in. Sorry, I don't know if I might cut over there.